should have in his or her home. Rich in vitamins and potassium, it is very necessary for human growth. You want to be rich? Well, here is the opportunity. Passion fruit growing is an easy venture with good monetary returns. Let's find out how as Fausita Navasumba from Kalisizo takes us through her experience of growing this fruit. Navasumba has embraced agriculture in its totality by growing more than just passion fruit on her farm. Today, we will take a close look at how one can best grow more than one crop on the same plot. Coming up on Seeds of Gold.
There is no need of sitting home waiting money from men. It cannot work these days.
If you want to earn big, you have to think big. That is what drives Navasumba to engage in integrated farming. She explains.
Integrated farming, this is where we plant more than one type of crop. This helps us farmers to earn more. Because when you plant one crop, you cannot earn like those who have planted more than one crop. And the planting banana plantation and the coffee in passion fruits to get shelter or shade, so that these ones we've planted in, they can grow well. Here you see cassava, you see passion fruits, you see matoke. So integrated farming is more useful than digging one type of crop. Because here you can earn cassava, you can earn matoke, you can earn passion fruits at the same time. At this time I'm going to earn money. At the same time getting matoke. At this time a sack of kawanda is at 150,000.
Spacing is equally important for those of you who intend on doing integrated farming.
The passion fruit 5 feet. But the banana plantation, 10 to 12 and to 15. Then the coffee, 10 to 8 feet. So that distance is enough.
How does it work when it comes to applying manure or fertilizers where integrated farming is concerned? What would be the priority?
The best way it would have been to supply on each plantation or to each crop you've planted. One handful is enough, because when you put many, they can burn. And the reason why these ones, the mulches are not put back, they can rot the crop or the stem.
Many a time when you visit passion fruit gardens, it's always organized, veering to a certain direction and supported by poles. They stake them. Why is that? And does the type matter? How important is it to stake the passion? This and more.
Yeah, this one is the local one, not Kawanda, because Kawanda needs wires, but this one needs just poles up to let it appear as more fruits. Because if you don't put that, you cannot get more fruits. And if you get more fruits, that is the best way, because you earn more when you use that. And you cannot put wires on this. I want to stake my passion fruit. So the banana, the fiber has been so hard, it couldn't work. So now I'm going to start doing my work here. I'm going to stake my passion fruits. So you have to choose 7 veins, 7 to 6. the moment you apply fertilizers, they start giving you. So we are giving fertilizers. This is a fruit, you see. They are going to, where you see a leaf, they will be a fruit. Now this is a fruit, this is a fruit. And when you don't give fertilizers, fruits will go down, will remove and fall down. This is our nursery bed where we do potting. And from here, they are taken to the garden. You get soil from here, and then you put in the bag. Wet soil. This is dry. Then after, you uproot here one, and then you put it inside. After, you add more soil. After here, you put in the bed, pour some water.
According to her, growing local passion fruit is way better than the genetically modified ones in all angles. She explains the difference best on her experience.
This local passion fruits, a sucker, one bag, you can earn 1 million, which this one, the Kawanda, cannot do. But this one, when you put fertilizers, it will start putting on fruits. Also the Kawanda can do, but this one is the best.
One of the biggest challenges most farmers face is water. And knowing that passion and matoke are some of the crops that need a lot of water to grow well and make reasonable profit, how has she managed?
We have down here holes where there is water. They help us during dry seasons. We get a pump. We have a pump. Here you can use jerry cans in this small one, but there is a big one there down where we pump from. So it goes by drainage. This is the drainage where it passes and pours in the big one. The big one is the other end. So in a drought, we bring a pump and put it here. Then we start pumping. And this one, the water which is here, it's very, very much. You cannot finish it. So this water supplies all this garden from there up to that end, up, and then the other end. We are not affected by drought because this one cannot dry.
Nabasumba is financially stable despite being in the village. She is a mother of 5, a wife, and all this at only 33 years old. What she has achieved is something you too can do.
I can earn money from coffee and pay my children. And we've built a home, residential home. There are many. I have built renting houses and some land.
She advises fellow women out there who are waiting for their husbands to do everything.
So there is no need of sitting at home waiting money from men. So you can dig, you can do something.
What are the challenges that Nabasumba has had to face in the 10 years and more that she has practiced commercial farming?
So we can get wilts, all these insects that burn the crop, and then it burns. I can find the challenges on those fertilizers. When you put many and when you put on that stem, they can burn your crops.
When asked about her future plans, she is very definite about her expectations.
I have where I sleep, so I need a car, not more than 1 year or 2 years. and I have to buy it from what I dig or from what I grow.
So we only do intercropping in early stages when we have just opened the land.
Earlier in the show, Nabasumba explained to us how she applies fertilizers to passion fruits and the additional value when added to a plant. We want to know from the expert point of view how this should be correctly done. Mr. Chigoye explains.
These days we no longer use either litter, cow dung or national water stuff because it attracts nematodes. So what we do is to use DAP. That is the thing we plant when you are planting. Then you put any NPK plus urea or NPK plus can. But you need to know how much do you put. The books say we put about 10 to 20 grams per plant when you are planting. Then they say you put close to 150 grams of NPK mixed with urea per plant. That's why we say it's a handful. A handful is for the viewers there because we may not have a weighing scale and we don't call people to buy weighing scale. We are talking about farmers who has land like I have here. Then you do put around. Or you just put what you see it is enough, not too much. At what stage? When you plant your passion fruit, when it gains a knee height, in fact that's where it starts putting on. Before knee height, you apply once. In fact, we always say that you apply fertilizers once every start of the season. So that means you apply twice a year.
How does Mr. Chigoye advise farmers out there who want to do passion fruit farming? What are the alternatives?
I discourage the cow dung. I discourage the other litter that attracts a lot of nematodes. But still I did not mention that we have an alternative for that. Because the typical farmer may not have money for this one, but has cow dung. What you do, go and buy a dustband powder and mix it in your cow dung, then apply. They would have killed the nematodes that would affect your plant. That is the alternative one. Then alternative two, when it has overgrown, has gone up, then dig at a distance of 2 feet. Dig a trench around the plant and bury the cow dung there, not on the stool, so that when the roots go, suck nutrients from there, not from the roots, where they usually put it. Or do what we call fertility trenches. Put in between 2 lines of butunda, dig a trench, put in manure. A typical farmer, you should plan for your local, because why I say local, you see the mituba ficus trees we have just used down there. You are asking, everybody, it is everywhere in the field, so people can easily afford. The only problem in passion fruit growing is in searching for poles or staking these things that to stake. This is where we have a challenge. But seedlings, a seedling goes for 1,500. From 1 acre, you just plant 700. That means you have 700, 1 million plus something, you get what's for the acre.
What type of soil is best for passion fruit growing?
It needs fertility. It needs loam soil. So that's because it needs a lot of fertility, so that it can give you for 2 years or 1.5 years, because it stays in the garden for 2 years. 1.5 production, the half year is, that's the time it takes. Like now it is within this range where it is now.
What about growing it in a greenhouse? Is this a possibility?
There are crops we don't put in greenhouses, and we always put seasonal crops mostly. But this is a semi-perennial crop, the passion fruit. So it's not good to be in a greenhouse.
What crops should be grown in a greenhouse and at a low cost?
The only plants we can put in a greenhouse, they are high-yielding crops and the seasonal crops, like the sweet pepper that are here. They are put in a polythene bags. They grow from here and they will just survive. And for those who know that 5 sweet peppers can make a kilo. How many are here? 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 5 already put on and they are putting more. Me, I just count only. I just want to have only 1 kilo. I'll be done. That means I can get 1 million plus 300,000 from this room, which is 20 feet by 12 feet. I expect to get 1 million. So that one can give us the impact or the sense of what I said. We cannot put passion fruit in a greenhouse. If you are to put passion fruit, you can put about 5 of them around here. But from 5, can you get 1 million?
Does intercropping have any disadvantages? Let's get the answers from an expert opinion.
How did you intercrop is what matters, and at what stage. We do intercrop because come 2 years, I don't expect you to come back and put in your butunda after 2 years. Because at 2 years, you'd be having bunches from matoke. At 2 years, the space that coffee would have accumulated would be big. So you can't. Now there is competition of food. There is competition of space. So we only do intercropping in early stages when we have just opened the land. As you are now seeing, the land is just opened.
For Mr. Chigoye and family, farming is the way to go, and he has ensured that everyone in the family embraces it completely. As a result, they have lived happily ever after.
Mommy and Daddy, they are the people running the place here. In fact, people outside there, they say, we cannot afford. If my dad, my mom, at the age of 60 and above, they can do this, why not you, the youth who are there? It provides the shade and this, for the goats which are here also. This is a zero grazing cow, Frisian type. So this one, this is where it feeds from, and that's where we put water from. When it gives birth, that's where we put the calf pen, and the other side it is where it goes, it have exercise from. Just next to it, that's where we have a poultry unit. We're going to restock. We had a stock that has gone. Now we want to restock.
You can make your own manure right from the compound. One just needs to be creative and acquire the knowledge. This comes in form of composite. Never waste anything when doing farming.
All the urine and the water they use to clean the kiyumba or the piggery unit comes here. By the way, viewers there, don't waste it. The profitability in piggery first is from here. All the passion fruit you are going to see, you have seen, it is because of this urine here. From here, we just get it and we make compost here. This is, we first put the droppings, then after here, we make a compost. That is pit compost. It is there from down, it's about 5 feet. It is full. So we have prepared for the next season, this season that is coming. And the other people, what they are doing, they are starting preparing from now when the rain has just come. That's not the best way. The best way, during the drought, you prepare your compost. But when the rain comes, you use that. In fact, the first batch, we used on passion fruit. We are swimming in money. Everything is money. What comes there as manure, dropping, is money which I put on passion fruit, and then I get money. You see how they have performed, putting on. All this is because of manure. All this came during the sunshine. And this is money. Because we harvested water we are going to see, we managed to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what is going to come from here, going down, is going to be for the rain. And what will come from here up to here, everybody will be having, because it rains everywhere. The energy I put in irrigation is the one that I managed me to get all these you see from here up to here. So this is market. This is where we have market.
Why should you struggle in Kampala under the scorching sun, yet get less? All this is waiting for you. Arm yourself with knowledge, some land and money, and tons of self-confidence.
Then this one is lemon. You know, these days they tell us that when you drink lemon in hot, you put in lukewarm water or warm water, it helps you in cancer, fighting cancer diseases. This so-called, even our friend who died, pressure and all that. That's why these days, even when we are taking beer, they put in little. They put in there. Even wine, when we are making wine, this is a very good plant. Then, just underneath, you see, mommy do not need to go to the market, as I told you. He has his spring onions. So as we pass by, we are just passing via fruits. It's even good looking. You are passing via money, via flower. When they want to buy salt, they just come and they pick a red passion fruit, sell, they go for salt. They want sugar, they just pick here, go for that. In the compound, we just have those mangoes planted you have just seen. These are some of the plants we need to have at home. It is called the cashew nut. It's like the other nuts. All the benefits of nuts. In fact, this one has more benefits than others. Its seeds, we can get oils out of it, like the cooking oil you see. It can be got from the seeds. But still, we can use the same seeds and then we sun dry it, we crush it, and then we use it as sauce. These are some of the fruits my mothers they enjoy when they come back from garden. My mother prepares this and then juice for daddy, and so that they are healthy. You see, at the age of 60 plus, you see they are. My daddy is there.
In farming, there is less to waste for sure. Each of the projects on the farm feeds the other. For example,
everywhere we have planted fodder. When we harvest matoke, that is fodder for it. So it doesn't need even somebody to help. Maybe during the drought, that's when we get somebody as a helper to help us, because you cannot ride the car, a bicycle to go and fetch where you can get it. But from the gardens within, she can get. When dad comes back from garden, he comes back with a bunch of muddo. I did this biogas for daddy, so we use it for lighting, for cooking. So when you step in cow dung, when it has just produced out, you hear that heat that is in. That thing they say it burns the crops when it put fresh is what we remove out of inside there. Now that is what burns. Inside there it ferments and the gas is formed. After the gas has formed, we just open here and allow gas pass via that blue pipe and enters, goes direct where we need it. It is just the pressure that pushes it to where we need it. Value addition. In fact, that's value from Busa to here. From here, we apply on matoke and you can get a very good bunch. So, and then after peeling, then we get the peelings to the cow. So that's the integration.
in Uganda today, farming is the way to go if one is to have a meaningful and happy ever after life. Next week on Seeds of Gold, we meet a young man of 28 years old who is living the sweet life of beekeeping. Get tips on the same.